I don't know if this game is on Twitch, or not. We're gonna see. Because it's technically an itch.io game. Alright, so the game title is in, I'm gonna have to stay in just chatting because this does not have a game selection through Twitch. And I know primarily they hate that because if you're in just chatting and playing a game, it defeats the purpose. Unless is there something that I can go into? My choices did not, in fact, matter. Daniel should have asked Martha for Monster Rancher for his birthday. You're fucking right, bro. I was gonna play the GROUP-864 if you wanted to watch. Okay. Is there a better Twitch topic thing that I should be going into that's not just chatting to play this game? Is there like a general or something? Does anybody know? Like, I'm down to put it in. I just don't know what tag I should be doing for it. Yeah, Group-864 is not a game option, so... And horror is not a category option, I guess. The games plus demos tag is what you use. Okay, I'm just gonna do games plus demos. Because I was gonna say there's nothing else I can really put it in as right now. So we're gonna do it that way and call it good. Thanks, Grim. Okay, so this is a game that I found on itch.io. It is a game called Group-864 Training Module. The synopsis for this game is that it, actually I'm gonna link it, hold on. Let me find it really quick. I will give you guys the link. Oh, is that not a thing that exists in my world now? That's stupid. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding? Wow. It really do be like that today, I guess. At least I'm safe. Alright. Okay, Millibury. Okay. This is the game in question. I'm gonna put it up in chat. Okay. So again, this is Group-864 training module. I will not tell you anything more beyond that. Just know that that is the link for the game. MDosik, if you want to save that to post for YouTube, you're welcome to do so, just so you have it handy. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. Group-864 training program for new recruits. Not all who wander are lost. Welcome to Group 864, new recruit. It is a pleasure to welcome you to our team. Here at Group 864, we have 3 ranks of personnel. Rank 1, managers. Rank 2, instructors. Rank 3, death row inmates, whom we have graciously given a second chance at life for joining our group. This program is intended for Rank 3 individuals. Press enter or click the screen to start training. If anything is unclear, please ask your instructor to go over your paper waiver with you again. Great. Yeah, this is already... Yup. Important safety notice for Rank 3 eyes. At Group 864, safety is always our top priority. We investigate anomalies and creatures that the public must not know about for their own good. Confirm that you are aware of the following risks. While working as an R3 personnel, I may see things that human beings were never meant to see. For example, ghosts, purgatory, unending torment, and curses. If I see something unidentified, then I must remain patient and follow my instructor's orders. After joining Group 864, I will not leave. Please press enter to confirm your awareness. We can't wait to get you started. Good. Training can start. There are 5 core lessons at the heart of your training. For Part 1, these are Lesson 1, Awareness. Lesson 2, Be Careful. Lesson 3, Dealing with Stress. Lesson 4, Recreation. Lesson 5, Hacking. Lesson 1. Oh my god, those eyes. Always know what's behind you. Always be aware. Helpful safety tips for missions. When you see something unknown, don't approach it. Instead, report it. Report any strange noises immediately as well. Don't let anything sneak up behind you. Frequently check your surroundings if you are alone. Always maintain a clear view of anomalies. Unless you are instructed to avoid eye contact. Please continue for an example safety quiz. Please listen to the following audio clip, and then we will ask you a question about it. Oh man, okay.
This is Operative 306 from Group 864. I found a strange creature while exploring in Antarctica, and it has several horns on its head and fangs. The color of the creature is... Wait, where did it go? I've lost sight of the creature, attempting to re-establish eye contact at the moment.
Fine. Please answer. What did the operative do wrong? A. He discharged his weapon. B. He was too loud. C. He didn't keep eye contact. Homie didn't keep eye contact. Yes, that is correct. If you're on a mission like this, never lose track of where the entity is located. Otherwise, it might sneak up on you. Every year, we lose an unnecessary number of lives because our operatives didn't follow procedure. Don't make the same accidents. Follow the plan. That's me on the toilet after putting on habanero sauce. Wait, no, go back, I wasn't ready! Ugh. How it's done. After operative number 306 died, we sent a couple of responsible R3 individuals to clean up his mess. When they arrived at his location, they removed the creature's horns with a chainsaw and were able to put it to sleep. Always listen to orders on your missions if you don't want to end up like 306. Have a good one, Vone. Don't worry, everything will be okay for you. As long as you do everything right, it'll be fine. Hee hee. When and where to use caution. Caution is an important tool when dealing with uncertain circumstances. That's why we here at Group 864, our operatives must learn what it means to be extra cautious. In most cases, you should be able to rely on the orders of your instructors, but in some rare situations, even they cannot be trusted. If your instructor ever begins to exhibit the following symptoms, please report it immediately to a manager and stop listening to your instructor right away. Severe redness in the eyes, lifeless facial expression, foaming at the mouth, bizarre sounding voice, or atypical requests. It is important to report these symptoms to a manager to get your instructor the medical help they need. Don't listen to anything a creature tells you, unless you're alone and have no other choice. In northwest Minnesota in 1986, some people reported hearing screams coming from deep within the forests. Those who went to investigate never came back. After Group 864 wiretapped some of the local police calls, we'd learned enough information to investigate the forest ourselves. Pay close attention to this story, because you yourself might be tasked to do a mission like this one day while at our group. There was a humanoid creature living deep in the woods that would lure people inside. When anybody got deep enough into the woods, they would find a dead animal lying on the ground, usually a deer. And then, the subject would descend from the trees and drag any nearby people underground into a tunnel that it had dug. The subject would then bind its victims to the walls of the tunnel with a sticky substance, and it would gradually feed off their bodies, starting with the eyes. It was a slow death for them. The monster operated for a few years before we were finally able to put it to sleep. We had to be careful to not anger the subject. And, after, we covered up the entrance to the tunnels, but to this day, some of the victims' bodies are still deep down in those underground tunnels. You may be asked to help clean up, eventually. Terrible stories from the past, such as this one, remind us of the importance of caution. Always be cautious and listen to your orders to avoid a similar fate and to live to see another day. Sounds like a windy bagel. I appreciate you. So if they ask for a toothbrush, is that atypical? Oh my god. Your second test. Now that you understand the importance of using caution and bearing awareness, we will give you a more involved test than last time. This test is important to understand if you can practice good caution. We will now ask you to control the security system we have installed in a closed-off house in Arizona. The residents moved out because they claimed the house, quote, had a bad aura, and that it was haunted. An undercover operative from Group 864 purchased the house from them using taxpayer money, so our group could study it further. We've boarded all of the entrances and windows to the house and installed a security system that we now use to train our 3 individuals, like yourself. We will be using Cam 4 to view a ghost, which is typically seen wandering around the room that Cam 4 watches. You can remotely control the security system from your computer, but use caution because a real ghost resides there, and upsetting it could have dire consequences for you. Some operatives reported discomfort during this test, and the feeling something invisible was touching them during this test. This is normal. Good luck. The ghost seems to take the form of a turkey. Oh. Hey, goodness.
Is that our house?
Am I supposed to fuck with it? I'm gonna save really quick. Hold on. Okay. Did I fuck up? What? Nice work, new recruit. That's how we do it. According to our logs, you did not shock the ghost. That's very cautious behavior from you. There was no reason for you to shock the ghost, and you were not instructed to. We're glad you made the right decision and stayed cautious. The ghost is simply aware of your existence now, but it doesn't have much of a reason to dislike you. Please continue, Operative. Fucking what? I wonder if Sam and Dean would have passed this test. You know for a fucking fact, bro. You know. Am I supposed to fuck with it? Note, some operatives report having intense nightmares of shadow people after this test. Or sometimes they report that they saw objects moving on their own, or even other strange phenomena. Usually, it only happens if they shocked the ghost. Since you did not do that, we don't expect you to experience these symptoms. But if you do, please let your instructor know. You may be asked to answer to a brief survey about what happened, purely for our own information. Thank you. The purpose of this test was to see if you have a good sense of survival skills. And it's clear that anybody with a self-preserving head about them would not anger such a ghost, as you have done. We will be excited to have you on our team soon, but it's important that we carry on now. There is much training to do. Let's begin your next lesson, shall we? It's about dealing with stressful situations, something we all have to face, especially here at Group 864. Lesson 3, Dealing with Stress. You're biting your nails, sweating, and there's a feeling in your gut like something just isn't right. What do you do? Find a gun in the trash can. Don't worry, and don't fear. We're here to help. Stress can interfere with your ability to perform on missions, and here at Group 864, we will teach you how to overcome the anxiety that these missions might put you through, so you can think clearly enough to do all of your work right away. As you know by now, we deal with things that are different from what people are usually used to dealing with, such as ghosts, psychics, and toxic chemicals that can enter through human skin on contact, slowly poisoning the body. But just because these things are different doesn't mean they're bad. Sometimes they're just misunderstood. And, well, sometimes they are indeed bad. It's important to know the difference, as it can be hard to tell sometimes. But don't worry there, we will teach you. Some of the entities we deal with may appear threatening, but it's important first to stay relaxed and assess the situation first. We will provide you with all the correct information about an entity before each mission, so that you know what you are dealing with. In some cases, you may not have the necessary information to deal with an entity, in which case it's important to question the following: how it acts when you're around, what angers it, what it does when nobody's looking, how it acts when you're around. If a creature is attempting to relax you, then perhaps it doesn't have ill intent after all. That's how I got married to Ellis. But if it is intimidating you and doesn't try to relax, even when you're visibly nervous, then be cautious of it. That's how Ellis married me. Perhaps it's not your friends, but instead, a monster. You can avoid stress in these situations by remembering this simple quote: that monster may be painfully torture me while I'm alive, but once I'm dead, no monster can hurt me anymore. This quote should help you to stay relaxed around any threatening creature during your missions. Please continue. Yeah, I got married to Ellis because I did not shock him. Correct. What angers it? If you've done something to hurt the creature and it responds with anger, that doesn't mean the creature's bad, necessarily, because you provoked it. This is why it's important to understand what makes the creature anger, when understanding whether it's a friend or an enemy to you. Pay close attention to its temper and when it lashes out and under what circumstances it does so. This knowledge and information will allow you to understand if it's a friend or a foe of you. What it does when nobody's looking. Equally important to the other two tips, this tip will help you understand when a creature's playing tricks on you. Sometimes it's important to consider any information about the creature's behavior when it's alone, if such information is available. Some creatures that are known to be pleasant in person have been proven to be aggressive in private, like me. Those creatures are secretly plotting against you and waiting for the right time to strike, like Ellis. If the information is available, always seek to understand what a creature acts like by itself. You may also be stressed out about the knowledge of those creatures' existence now. Many of our operatives report the same feelings as you. Don't worry. These creatures are not a threat to the American public as long as we're around and operational. Should anything go wrong, however, at Group 864, we have some plans for when the Earth is ever at risk due to an anomaly. We have several underground bunkers for safety in the rare event that a creature is threatening the entire human race. We can rest in our bunkers and detonate the 3,000 antimatter bombs that the government has secretly allowed us to keep in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Neat.
This event is known as Plan Z, so it is safe to say nothing to worry about. Don't forget, it can always get worse. Yes, as you can tell, we definitely deal with a lot of stress things here at our group. That's okay, because somebody needs to do it, and our R3 individuals have got no other choice at this point. One more quote that will help keep you relaxed is this: don't forget that it always can get worse. Now it's time to assess what you've learned. Time for another quiz. But don't be nervous. No matter how hard the next quiz is, don't forget, it could always be harder. This quiz may be hard, but it should be easy for someone like you. After all, you've been doing so well. When you're ready, please continue. Relax. Question 1. If you're facing certain doom, what should you do? Relax and accept my fate. Correct. Please continue. Excellent work. Now keep that momentum going, new operative. Fantastic. Indeed. Wow. Question 2. If your instructor is speaking languages that don't exist and foaming at the mouth, what do you do? Relax and tell any nearby manager right away. Correct. Please continue. Bye, Patty. Question 3. Are you aware that you are being watched? I would assume so. I feel like this is a trick question. I feel like if I say yes, that's a panic answer. No, that's a relaxed answer. But what if they mean for me to say yes because they know I'm going to say it's a relaxed answer? Yes. Good. Congrats. You get an A++. You've been hard at work, and I think you deserve some time to relax now. Oh shit. That's why it's time to teach you about recreation here at Group 864. Yeah, the stream is coming from inside the house. We can't wait to teach you about the vacations, breaks, and recreation that we offer at Group 864. You'll feel right at home here. Yes, that's right. It's not all work and anxiety here at our group. You are entitled to certain benefits and have the right to take 1 week of vacation per year. We will explain to you your benefits here at Group 864 in this lesson. Vacation time. All rank 3 personnel are allowed 1 week of vacation per year. All vacations must be monitored by instructors or managers at all times. All vacations are to be held within designated underground bases, which are designed specifically for Group 864 vacations. Any employee who does not follow the above rules will be subjected to punishments. Please continue. Breaks. Each R3 personnel is allowed 1 30-minute break per 24-hour workday. If any employee takes a break of more than 45 minutes or less than 15 minutes, they will be subjected to severe punishments. Please continue. Recreation. Help. Oh man. All recruits are allowed to use our free-of-charge basketball court, no more than 1 day per week. You will be provided with several basketballs and free tap water. Note, please do not complain about the conditions of the basketball court. Do not say things like, it's falling apart, or it's unsafe, or the water is discolored and smells bad. Anybody who spreads lies such as those will be subjected to punishments. Please continue. Also, as a note, we record all of our basketball games and rewatch them in private for research purposes. And we count how many points you get during each basketball game. Whoever gets the most points gets a free glow-in-the-dark water bottle. That does not sound safe. Anybody who does not follow our recreation rules will be brought to the Smile Room to receive their justice. You get what you deserve, traitor. If you ever end up here, don't forget to smile. You will comply with us. Anyways, now that you understand the importance of complying with our strict recreation rules, we can talk about your favorite part of the job. Lunchtime. Please continue for a sample menu of the food we serve here at Group 864 Lunches. I feel like I'm suddenly working at that insurance company that I'm not sure if I legally can name anymore. Can I name them? I don't know. Their mascot may be a gecko. I looked at car accidents for 10 years of my life. The menu. Here at Group 864, we have a wide variety of food and snacks here to choose from, focused on nutrition to help you perform your difficult. Is that mealworm? What? Moldy bread. Oh my god, I just looked at the food. Is that Chef Boyardee? That doesn't look so bad. That looks like Chef Boyardee ravioli. To help you perform your difficult jobs and tasks, prepared by our finest chefs, you'll always be begging for more. Or else. Here's a brief look at our expansive menu. Dried mystery meat. The fun is that you never know what you'll get. 103 dead fruit flies in a bowl. Axolotl legs, salted or unsalted. Leftover lab rats may carry disease if undercooked. A bowl of unsweetened lemons and expired pasta mixed together. And tapioca pudding. We have some additional options for people with food allergies. Here is our allergen-free menu. Dried and stuffed slugs, mostly free of peanuts. Rusted metal shredded onto a chocolate cake. Edible, technically. skunk burger, free of gluten. Doesn't that all sound delicious? Don't say no, you aren't allowed to. Now, I think it's time we get to concluding your training, Operative. But first, there's a few more things we'd like to go over with you. Don't worry, I know you're anxious to get out there and start your new job as an R3 operative, but it will have to wait for just a few more lessons. Please continue with your instructions when you are ready to move on. The most frequently used noun in the English language is time. Isn't that haunting? Well, that's just because there's never enough time. Until we all become equals in the great beyond, it's only a matter of time until we're all brought into the light as one. And sometimes time can fly by, and an hour is gone in a minute. But here at Group 864, we keep track of time for you, so you don't have to. Don't worry. Time will never fly by again here at Group 864. Every second will feel just like an hour here. This is just like working for them. I am having flashbacks. Every 15 minutes, there is a blaring alarm that goes off in all of our break room facilities to help our operatives keep track of the time, since you're not allowed to own clocks. The alarm is so loud, it may shake your bed and wake even the heaviest of sleepers. That way, you know when it's been 15 minutes and you're allowed to leave the break room. And you know when it's 30 minutes and you are suggested to leave. And when it's 45 minutes and you're going to be punished for being late. The blaring loud sirens are intended to keep our operatives alert and to be sure they aren't late when returning from their breaks. It's possible the alarm may cause damage to your hearing abilities. If this happens, please tell your instructor, and he can assist you in restoring your hearing using our innovative brain surgery. We can install hearing aids inside of your skull that will communicate directly with your brain. That way, we can ensure you hear all of the proper messages, and we can filter out any inaccurate information you may hear from fellow recruits. It's time for what you've all been waiting for, the final lesson. Hacking. Please continue, recruit. We can't wait to have you on our team after this lesson. We must teach you about hacking. Because our reliance on computerized systems, we are prone to adversaries attempting to access our devices without authorization. Therefore, it is essential that we inform you about the techniques they use and how to combat these bad actors. Please continue. If you ever hear rumors about somebody hacking one of our computers, report it immediately to a trusted manager, and we will contact you in a few weeks' time to update you on the situation and ask if you have any additional information. There are some files on our computers that contain sensitive information about our programs, which cannot be leaked at any and all costs. It is your duty as an R3 personnel to protect our information, and don't let it fall into the wrong hands. Please, do not talk to anyone who claims to be from Group 621. This is a hoax group. They have tried to contact our recruits on our computers in the past and spread false information about our group. Please do not ever respond to Group 621 if they contact you, and notify your instructor if such a thing is to happen. Ever. Any file that claims to be from Group 621 cannot be trusted. It is malware. Do not open the file or look at the file. Do not read any information on the file and report it immediately. Do not delete the file. We want to keep it for our records if you see any file such as that. We will now educate you on the various methods that hackers have compromised our data in the past. Be sure to report any instances of hacking that you see at Group 864. Our data is highly sensitive and cannot be shared with anybody. Do not share any information about Group 864 with anybody besides instructors and managers at any time. Please continue. Everybody is prone to accidents, and sometimes allowing for code injection can be a small accident with big consequences. Thank you for the follow. What is code injection? It's when invalid data is processed, which can allow for our adversaries to run code on our machines. Here is an example when a man named Joe hacked us. All of our recruits had to choose a new name that was only 3 letters long, but any text entered after the 3-letter maximum was being executed on our computers. When Joe entered xXApp after the maximum number of letters, it caused the xXApp command to run, which allowed Joe to exit out of the only program he was allowed to use, and he could access our desktop computer and look at all of our files. Beware of code injection and report anybody who you see using it or attempting to. It's unauthorized access of our systems, and it's not okay. And now it's time for the final quiz. You've learned a lot on your training journey, and your training is almost complete. After the quiz, please call your instructor over to your desk, and your instructor will review your results and determine if you are ready to join our group. Please answer the following question. If I see hacking, I must do what? Report it? Good. You finished. Please continue. Congrats. Your training and quiz is completed. Your results are being analyzed. Please call your instructor over to your desk and then please continue. Training is complete. Great work. Please ask your instructor to provide you their ID number and when ready, continue. It was xXApp. Oh. Oh, this is cute. Oh. So... Is there an instructor ID number to enter? Oh my god, what did I do? Four digits, then xXApp? Is that how it works? Oh! That's cool. Did they say how much pay rate was? Oh, this is cool. Secret files! What's on the internet browser? Breaking news. Several people reported missing after investigations in the Minnesota area.
You shouldn't be here. Leave now. Go. 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 Now.
Blue 22! I'm being yelled at a lot. Okay, wait, I wanna see the secret files, hold on. Okay. Group 621 believes they can reason with the creatures, but we must not allow them to reveal the truth to our recruits. Operative 384 didn't deserve what happened to him, but we had to do it since he left us no other choice. We talked to Instructor 1107 about the latest breach of security, but he pretended he didn't know what happened. We'll have to punish him for this too. They think they're smart, but they didn't know anything.
You shouldn't be here. Leave now.
Okay.
You shouldn't be here.
You know, what up?
Leave now. Go. Now.
Oh no, I didn't mean to exit completely. I wanted to see, it was 1104, right? I want to try 1107, hold on. Okay. You did it! Part 1 of your training is complete, recruit. Nice work. Truly excellent. Please, speak to your instructor regarding Part 2. Great work, once again. Just so impressive. You really did great work out there, recruit. And now, it's time to get you started with us. How fantastic will that be? That was fun. I liked it. That was fun. I actually dug that game a little bit. It was definitely like, I feel like the narration, like obviously I went over the top, but it was for fun. Fuck it, you know, whatever. But it was definitely a very strange vibe of a game. It was definitely a good brain cleanser after whatever the fuck that atrocity was for a few minutes. I shit on Stray Souls because the demo was just not very guided. It was very figure it out for yourself. But I feel like, I don't know. I had fun narrating that. That was a lot of fun. I'm really, really glad that I downloaded it. Definitely worth the playthrough for sure. It was, and it was based off of the SCP kind of style. Yeah, I don't know, the car thing was really fucking annoying. Like, the fact that I had to unequip the gun just to open the car door. Like, I never would have figured that out had it not been because Dosik told me. It never would have occurred to me. Thank you. Yeah, you guys, it makes you want to play SCP. I vibe. Well, I think I'm gonna call that for the evening. I feel like we did like an hour of chatting. We did some good games, some demo, and again, that was Group 864 training module, available on itch.io. That right there is the link for the game. That'll be a fun one. I have a couple of other things I am really excited to play next time. Not Longa is one that I am pretty stoked to play for you guys. But I think that we will spend a longer stream time to do that. But otherwise, don't forget where you can find me as always. direct.me, sort of. direct.me/xXAutumnIvyXx is where you can track me down if you need anything. Again, I may start streaming other alternative games on my Schmansley. So if you're into that stuff, keep that in mind as well. I just have to work out the logistics of it. But yeah, take care of yourselves, drink water. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Specifically, don't play the Stray Souls demo.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. I can't shit on the developers. They did a good job. I just got frustrated, and I'll leave it at that. Anyway. Okay, bye!